Good morning, student. From today onward, we are going to start online tutorial of mathematics of grade 10. So let us start first chapter of class 10, real number. To understand this chapter, first we need basic concept of this chapter. What are real number? A real number is the collection of rational as well as irrational number. What are rational number? That number which can be rationalized are said to be rational number. And rational number are always of the form P upon Q, where P and Q are any two co-prime number, where Q is never equal to 0. What are co-prime number? Any two number are said to be co-prime when the highest common factor between these two numbers is always 1. For example, 4 and 15 are said to be co-prime number because the highest common factor between 4 and 15 is 1. Next example, 6 and 13 are also said to be co-prime number because the highest common factor between 6 and 13 is also equal to 1. There are so many examples. So we can say that any two numbers are said to be co-prime when the highest common factor between these numbers is always 1. And irrational number, that number which cannot be rationalized, are said to be irrational number. For example, root 2, root 3, pi and up to so many. Because the value of root 2 is 1.414 and up to so many. And the value of root 3 is 1.732 and up to so many. Similarly, the value of pi is 3.14 and up to so many. We can say that these numbers cannot be rationalized because they are not in the form of P upon Q. Next, what are prime number? Prime number, that number which have exactly two factors, 1 and itself, are said to be prime number. For example, 2 has only two factors, that is 2 and 1. This is 2 and it has only two factors, that is 2 and 1. 3 is also example of prime number because 3 has two factors, 3 and 1. Similarly, 5 is also a prime number because 5 has exactly two factors, 5 and 1. Prime number. Prime number are that number which has exactly two factors, 1 and itself. For example, 2 is a prime number because 2 has exactly two factors, 2 and 1. 3 is also a prime number because it has also exactly two factors, 3 and 1. 5 is an example of prime number because it has also exactly two factors. It has exactly two factors, 5 and 1. 7 is also example of prime number. 11, 13, 19 and up to so many. And we see here all the prime numbers are odd. Only 2 is an even prime number. Next, composite number. What are composite number? Composite number are that number which have more than two factors. Examples, 6 is a composite number because 6 has more than two factors, that is 3, 2 and 1. 9 is a prime factor, 9 is a composite number because it has more than two factors, 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1. 10 is a composite number because it has more than two factors, 5, 2 and 1. These are all examples of composite number. Next, what are co-prime numbers? Any two numbers are said to be co-prime when the highest common factor between them is always 1. For example, 4 and 15. The highest common factor of 4 and 15 is 1. So these two numbers are said to be co-prime numbers. 6 and 13 are also example of co-prime number because the highest common factor between 6 and 13 is also 1. There are so many examples. 8 and 25 is also examples of co-prime number. What's twin prime? Any two prime numbers are said to be twin prime when the difference between them is always 2. For example, 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are two prime numbers and the difference between 3 and 5 is 2. 17 and 19 are also examples of twin prime numbers. To understand this chapter, we solve some questions related to this chapter. The first question is express each number as a product of its prime factor. 140. 140 is divided by 2 because 140 is an even number. So this is cut by 70. 70 is also even number, so which is also divided by 2. So here is 35 and 35 is not an even number, so which is not divided by 2 and it can be divided by 5. So next 5, 7 is the 35. So next the 7 is a prime number and which is not divided by other number because prime number are that number which has exactly two factors, the given number and 1. Okay. So there are only these prime factors of 140 and which can be written in the form 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7, or which is can be written in the form 2 power 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. This is the actual prime factors of 140. The next question is 5005 and 5005 is not an even number, so which is not divisible by 2, and we know any number it has last divisible is 5 or 0 must be divided by 5, so which is divided by 5. This is 1 0 0 1 and next is 1 0 0 1 and which is we check this is divided by 7. Yes or no? 7 3 and because 5005 is not a even number, so it is not divided by 2. Either not divided by 3, not 4. So we check by 5 because we know any number which have last digit is 5 or 0 must be divided by 5. So it is divided by 5. 1 0 0 1. So next which is divided by 7. 7 1 7 3 7 4 28. Next 21 7 3 21. So next which is divided by 11. 11 1 11 and then is 33 and 11 3 33, and we know 13 is a prime number. It has no more prime factor because prime number are that number which has exactly two factors, the given number and 1. Okay. So the prime factorization of 5005 can be written in the form 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 30, and this is the right answer. And third question is, while using prime factorizations, you find the highest common factor and LCM of number 12, 15 and 21. So first of all, while prime factorization method, we find the highest common factor of 12, 15 and 21, and after that we find its LCM, that is least common multiplier. So first is 12 can be written in the prime factorization, that is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, and 15 can be written 5 multiplied by 3, and 21 can be written in the form 7 multiplied by 3, and we see here the 3 is common in all the terms. So we can say that 3 is the highest common factor of 12, 15 and 21. So highest common factor is equal to 3 because the highest common factor is the maximum number which is common in all the number. Therefore, the highest common factor of 12, 15 and 21 is 3. Next, we find the LCM. LCM, this is 2 multi. In LCM, we write the product of a number, but that number which is highest common factor can be written only one time. So LCM of 12, 15 and 21 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. We see here the 3 is 3 times, but in the LCM we can write only one time. Multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. So while multiplying with the other number, we obtain 2 2 का 4, 4 3 का 12, 12 5 का 60 and 67 का 420. So 420 is LCM. Next question is when highest common factor of 306 and 657 is 9.
Start.
Now the question is highest common factor of 306 and 657 is 9. Then find the LCM of 306 and 657. And we know the formula LCM is equal to product of numbers. Product of number divided by LCM. Okay, so we apply here this formula. Okay, because given product of numbers, because given the numbers are 306 and 657, so its product is 306 multiplied by 657 divided by LCM, which is also given, that is 9. And we know what is the meaning of LCM. LCM meaning highest common factor and LCM means least common multiplier. Highest common factor is also said to be GCD, that is called greatest common divisor. Now 306 multiplied by 657 divided by 9. So 8 cut by 9. 9 3 27. Next 3 36. 9 4 the 36. Now we multiply 34 with 657. We get required answers. Okay. The next question. Check 6 power n has n digit 0. And we know any number having n digit is 0 must be a multiple of 2 as well as 5. Because any number having n digit is 0. For example, which is 10, and 10 must be a multiple of 2 as well as 5. So we can say that any number having n digit is 0 is a multiple of 2 as well as 5. What in 6 power n? We say which can be written 3 multiplied by 2 power n, and which is equal to 3 power n multiplied by 2 power n. And we see here which is multiple by 2 but which is not multiple by 5. So the number 6 power n has not n digit 0. Explain why 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 13 plus 13 and 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 plus 5 are composite number. So first we solve its first part. The 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 13 plus 13 is a composite number. Because 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 13 plus 13 can be written in the form. In this question we see that 13 is common in these two terms. So 13 take the common and the remaining term can be written in the form 7 multiplied by 11 plus 1. Because 13 can be written 13 multiplied by 1. So 13 is common here. So the remaining term is 1. So this can be written 13 and this is 77 plus 1 and which is equal to 13 and this is 78 and again 78 can be written by prime factorization method which is divided by 2 because even number, so its factor is 6, 9. Its factor is 3, 9 and which is also again divided by 3 and this is 13. Now 13 is not divided by any number because which is a even number. So its factorization are 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 13 and we see here which is a composite number because we know that number which have more than 2 factors are said to be composite number and this number has 4 factors. So it is a composite number. The next question is its second part. 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 plus 5 and 5 can be written also 5 multiplied by 1 and in these two terms 5 take common and remaining term can be written 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 and plus 1. So which is equal to 5 and these term can be multiplied and we get 7, 6, 42 multiplied by 3, 2, 6 and 6, 24 and this is 48 and 4 minutes and this is 96 and 4 this is 100 102 so which is equal to 129 and prime factor of 129 which is 1029 which is not divided by 2 because not an even number. Okay, so we try with 3 and which is divided by 3. 3 3 ka 9, next 12, 4 3 ka 12 and 3 3 ka 9 and this is again odd number and not divided by 2. 343 which is divided by 7. 7 4 ka 28, 28 6 63 and 7 9 63. Next is also 7 7 ka 49. So its prime factorization is 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 and we observe here it has more than 2 prime factors because 5 3 7 and any number which has more than 2 factors is said to be composite number. So this number is also a composite number. Clear? So the next question is there is a circular path around a sports field. In the sports field there is a circular path. Okay, suppose this is a circular path. There is a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field. Suppose A is its initial point. Suppose A is its initial point. And here given Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point. Here it is given that Sonia takes 18 minutes to one round. Means Sonia is driving from point A and again to reach point A taking 18 minutes. Similarly, the Ravi starting the drive from point A and to complete one round in 12 minutes. Sonia in 18 minutes and Ravi in 12 minutes. Then here to find after how many points, after how many time they reach at the same point, and it is find by, it can be find directly because we see here the Ravi takes one round in 12 minutes. Ravi takes one round in 12 minutes and second round complete in 24 minutes. Third round complete in 36 minutes. And Sonia takes the first round complete in 18 minutes. And second round is complete in 36 minutes. So we see here they reach at the same point after 36 minutes. And 36 is obtained by LCM of 12 and 18. So first of all, we find the LCM of 12 and 18. Any question which is of the type is always find out with the LCM of given two numbers or given three numbers, because LCM of 12 and 18 is equal to 36, because 12 has prime factorization which is divided by 2, this is 6 and also divided by 2 3. Next prime factorization of 18 and this is 2, so this is 9, this is also 3 and this is 3. So its LCM question is this type is directly find out with the help of LCM of these given two numbers, because LCM of 12 and 18 is 36. It can be found by prime factorization of 12 and 18, because prime factorization of 12 is which is divided by 2, 6, which is also divided by 2, 3, and again 3 1 the 3. Next 18 is divided by 2, this is 9, this is also divided by 3, 3 and 3 is divided by 1. And its prime factorization can be written 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. And prime factorization of 18 can be written 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Because LCM is equal to, that is 2, this is 2 and 3 and this is also 3. So 2 multiplied by 3 equal to 6. This is LCM. And LCM can be written, the number which is common in both the terms can be written only one time. So 2 and 2, this is 2. Multiplied by 3 and 3, so this is 3. And remaining numbers are this is 2 and this is 6. So these can be written multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, and which is equal to 36. So we can say that Sonia and Ravi meet at the same point after 36 minutes. And the next question is prove that root 5 is an irrational number. This is very important question, and these types of questions are asking in board exams. So let us start this question. Root 5 is an irrational number. To prove this question, we suppose root 5 is equal to P upon Q, where P and Q are any two co-prime number, and we know co-prime number are that number which have highest common factor is 1. In other words, we can say that any two integers in which highest common factor is 1 are said to be co-prime number, and also Q is never equal to 0. So by scaling we get y square, we get 5 is equal to p square upon q square. Y cross multiply 5q square is equal to p square. This is equation number 1. And we see here 5 is factor of p square because 5 is factor of p square. So 5, therefore 5 must be factor 5 must be factor of p because 5 theorem, y theorem, when p is any prime number, when p is any prime number and p is factor of a square, then p must be factor of a. Then p must be factor of a. So here we see 5 is a prime number, and because 5 is factor of p square, therefore according to this term 5 must be factor of p. And when 5 is factor of p, then 5 can be written in the form p is equal to 5 into k, where k is any integer, Now put 5 equal to pk in equation number 1. Put p equal to 5k in equation number 1. Therefore 5q square is equal to 5k whole square. That is 5q square is equal to 25k square. And by cutting we get q square. We get q square is equal to 5k square. And we checked here 5 is also common of q square. Therefore 5 is factor of q square. This implies 5 must be factor of q, because according to this theorem 5 is as a prime number. Therefore when 5 is factor of q square, then 5 must be factor of q. And this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. And from second and third, we get we get 5 is factor of both p and q. 5 is factor of p and q, because in equation 1 it is given that 5 is factor of p, and equation second given that 5 is factor of q. So by combine second and third, we get 5 is factor of p and q. That is highest common factor of p and q is equal to 5, and which is never equal to 1, because when p upon q is a rational number, then the highest common factor of p and q must be 1. What here the highest common factor of p and q is 5, which is never equal to 1. So we can say that p upon q, that is root 5, is not a rational number. So root 5 is an irrational number. Irrational number. Now we take one more example of such type. So second example is prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. We solve this example by the same method. So first of all, take or suppose root 3 is equal to P upon Q, where P and Q, where P and Q are any two co-prime numbers. Two co-prime numbers. That is highest common factor of P and Q is equal to 1 and Q is not equal to 0. So by scaling we get y scaling 3 is equal to P square upon Q square. So by using corresponding line, 3Q square is equal to P square. This can be written equation number 1. And here we observe 3 is factor of P square. Therefore, 3 is factor of P square. So 3 must be factor of P. So 3 must be factor of P, because 3 is a prime number, and we know when any prime number is factor of square of any number, then this prime number must be factor of that number. So here we can see that when 3 is factor of P square, then 3 must be factor of P. This can be written equation number 2. Now because 3 is factor of P, because 3 is factor of P, therefore P can be written in the form 3 multiplied by K, because P is equal to 3 multiplied by K, where K is any integer. Where K is any integer, and which indicate 3 is factor of P. So P can be written when 3 is factor of P is of the form equal to 3K, means P is equal to 3 times K. So put P equal to 3K in equation number 2. Put P is equal to 3K in equation number 2. Therefore, 3Q square is equal to 3K whole square. This implies 3Q square is equal to 9K square. 3 is 9. This implies Q square is equal to 3K square. And this indicates 3 is factor of Q square. Therefore, 3 is factor of Q square. So 3 must be factor of Q. Therefore 3 must be factor of Q, because 3 is a prime number, and we know when any prime number is factor of square of any number, then this prime number must be factor of that number. So here we can say that 3 must be factor of Q. Okay? This is written equation number 3. And from equation 2 and 3 we observe 3 is factor of p as well as q. Therefore, using equation second and third, we observe or we get 3 is factor of p as well as q, that is p and q. It means highest common factor of p and q is equal to 3. However, when p upon q is a rational number, then its highest common factor is 1. But here highest common factor is 3 and which is never equal to 1. So we can say that p upon q is not satisfied all the conditions of a rational number. Therefore, p upon q, that is root 3, is not a rational number. Therefore root 3 is an irrational number. Hence proved. In this chapter, this point is to be noted. When any question is of the type root 3, root 5, root 6, anyone, then it can be solved by p upon q method. We solve here two examples, root 2 and root 5, and when any question in which the term of root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6 and so many are prime, then it can be solved by R method. However, the meaning of p upon q is rational number and the meaning of R is also a rational number. That question are of the type, for example, this is 2 plus 3 root 2. In this question, the term of root 2 is prime, and the example 9 minus 6 root 3, and this question is term of root 3 is prime, 1 upon 6 root 5, and in this 1 upon 6 root 5, the term of root 5 is prime. These are type or can be solved by R method, and we solve here. The question proves that 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. We select the example 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number, and in this question we see the term of root 5 is prime, so it can be solved by R method, and this method is suppose 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to R. Means suppose this is a rational number where R is any rational number. However, we proved here 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. What we assume, this is an irrational number and it will be equal to R. Means 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to R, where R is a rational number. This implies 2 root 5 is equal to R minus 3. This implies root 5 is equal to R minus 3 upon 2. Because in this question, the main motive to find the term of irrational number, and this is root 5. So here we find the value of root 5. So by solving 3 plus 2 root 5 into R, we get 2 root 5 is equal to R minus 3, this is plus. So after another side, this will be minus 3. Therefore root 5 is equal to R minus 3 upon 2. And here we see root 5 is a rational number. root 5 is a rational number, and r minus 3 upon 2 is rational number, because r is rational. So r minus 3 must be rational, and r minus 3 upon 2 is also rational number. So here irrational number equal to rational number, which is not possible, because any irrational number can never equal a rational number, which is not possible. So our supposition is wrong. And our supposition is this is an rational number. So 3 plus 2 root 5 is not a rational number. That is, so 3 plus 2 root 5, 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. And proof. We take one more example of this type, and this example is proof that 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. And in this question we see also the term of root 2 is prior, and we know when in any question the terms of root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7 and up to so many are prior, then they can be solved by R method. And this method is, or according to this method, we take the whole term is equal to R and then find the value of irrational number type root 2, root 3, root 5 and up to so many. So according to methods we take, or we suppose 1 by root 2 is equal to R, where R is any rational number, This implies now we want to find the value of root 2. So by taking reciprocal, we get root 2.1 is equal to R means R.1. So its reciprocal is 1 by R. This implies root 2 is equal to 1 by R. And we know root 2 is an irrational number and R is an rational number. And when R is a rational number, then 1 upon R must be a rational number, because the reciprocal of any rational number must be a rational number. So we can say that this is a rational number and which is rational number, because we assume 1 by root 2 equal to R, where R is any rational number, and when R is a rational number, then 1 upon R must be a rational number, because the reciprocal of rational number must be a rational number. So here we obtain irrational number equal to a rational number, and which is impossible, because we know any irrational number can not equal to a rational number. So our supposition is wrong. Therefore our supposition is wrong, and our supposition is 1 by root 2 is a rational number. So we can say that 1 by root 2 is not a rational number. Therefore 1 by root 2 is not a rational number. and when it is not a rational number, then it must be a irrational number. So 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. Hence proof. One more example of such type. Prove 1 upon 7 root 5 is an irrational number. And in this question, we see also the term of root 5 is present in this question. And when the term of root 5 is present in any question, and which is not directly of the type root 2, root 5, root 3, what also their terms are present in any question, then they are solved by our method. So according to our method, we assume 1.7 root 5 is equal to r, where r is a rational number. Where r is any rational number. Now according to this method, here we find the value of irrational number of type root 2, root 5, root 3 and up to so many, and here we are finding the value of root 5. So to find the value of root 5, first of all we taking reciprocal here. So by taking reciprocal, we get, by taking reciprocal, we get 7 root 5 upon 1 is equal to 1 by r. This implies 7 root 5 is equal to 1 by r. This implies root 5 is equal to 1 upon 7r. Because 7 is multiplied in left hand side, so by dividing in right hand side. And we observe also here root 5 is irrational number and 1.7r is a rational number, because we assumed here r is a rational number. So 7 into r must be a rational number, because any number, any rational number is multiplied by 7 must be a rational number. And by reciprocal of any rational number is also a rational number. Therefore, this is irrational number and this is a rational number. And we know any irrational number can never equal to rational number. So our supposition is wrong. So our supposition is wrong, and our supposition is 1.5 is a rational number. So we can say that 1.7 root 5 is not a rational number. And when 1.7 root 5 is not a rational number, then it must be a rational number, irrational number. Therefore 7 root 5 must be an irrational number. Hence proved.